Welcome back once again, hello my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy, updated keto bread recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make an updated version of my coconut flour pizza crust. Now I'm going to be using this for a stuffed crust pizza, but you can use this for stuffed crust or just original pizza. It's all up to you. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out the link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check that out and subscribe to that channel also. And if you would like to help support this channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Line a 13-inch round pizza pan. If you don't have a pizza pan, you can use a 9x13 cake pan or somewhere close to that size. Grind 10 grams or around 2 tablespoons of whole psyllium husk until it's about half of its volume, which by the time you get done grinding it will be roughly around 1 tablespoon, give or take a bit. Place the ground psyllium husk into a medium mixing bowl. Sift in 112 grams or around 1 cup of coconut flour, a half teaspoon of salt, 8 grams or around 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and if you want to, you can add some dry seasonings to give your crust a little bit of flavor. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of dry Italian seasonings. Sift the dry ingredients all together until there are no lumps, then set it aside for a minute. In a large mixer bowl, combine 3 large room temperature eggs, 113 grams or around a half cup of olive oil. Beat these on low just for a few seconds until they're combined. Then keep your mixer running and gradually add 118 milliliters of hot water. I tell you guys this all the time, the water has to be hot. Doesn't necessarily have to be boiling, but you want it to be very hot so it can activate the psyllium husk, and the psyllium husk can do its job of binding everything together. I just let my tap water run as hot as I can get it, and that works for me as far as how hot the water should be. Increase the speed of your mixer to medium-low and gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients until it's fully combined. Once it's combined, keep mixing until a moist dough forms. If you don't have a standing mixer, you can use a hand mixer or a wooden spoon. This mixes together very easily. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the dough to the center of your bowl. Knead the dough in the bowl for about 1 minute or until it forms a smooth ball. Then allow the dough to sit at room temperature for about 10 minutes so it can absorb any extra moisture. After 10 minutes, place the dough into the center of your prepared pan. Then press the dough evenly throughout your pan. If you're just making a regular pizza, then just press the dough evenly to the edges of your pan. I'm making a stuffed crust pizza, so if you're wanting to make this into a stuffed crust pizza, then press the dough out till it's evenly throughout the pan and about a half inch or so above the edges. Once the dough is pressed, if you're doing stuffed crust like I am, line the edges of your pan with about 8 sticks of string cheese or whatever filling of your choice. Then gently fold the extra dough over the filling. Lightly dampen your fingers and rub your finger along the edge of the seal so you can fully seal in your filling. Make sure that you keep the dough smooth at all times. You do not want any cracks or your filling will seep out. Also be careful not to overfill your crust because, again, the filling will seep out. It won't ruin your pizza, but your goal is to keep it in the crust. Bake the pizza in your preheated oven at 375 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until it's golden and firm. Once the crust is done baking, remove it from your oven and allow it to cool for about 3 to 5 minutes before you put the toppings on. You don't want to burn your fingers, so let it cool and firm up a little bit. After about 3 to 5 minutes, top the crust with some sauce and shredded cheese or whatever toppings of your choice. I'll put a link in the description to my no-cook pizza sauce. I added some ground meat to it in this recipe just to give it a little more bulk to it. And then I just topped it with some deli ham and deli roast beef, spinach, and tomatoes. But again, you can do whatever topping you want. Place the pizza back into your preheated oven and bake again at 375 degrees for around 8 to 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted and the topping is fully heated. Once the pizza is done baking, again remove it from the oven and again allow it to cool for about 5 minutes so it can firm up and everything can settle in before you slice it. If you do have any leftovers, allow the pizza to cool completely, then store it in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 3 days. I have not tried freezing the dough before it's baked. I have a feeling it's going to dry out if you do that because coconut flour and psyllium husk are very absorbent, and generally the longer you let them sit, the more moisture they absorb. So even if you freeze it, it might not work, but again, I haven't tried it, so you're welcome to try it. If you do try it and it does work, just let me know so I can let others know. Otherwise, eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more recipes like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.